JP, thank you so much for meeting with us today. And you guys are doing something extraordinary. You're actually going out and capturing dogs on the street.
Yep, that's our primary function is we saw a need that we had a lot of strays on the streets of Dallas. And we do have animal services and stuff like that in the city. However, they're so overwhelmed and understaffed that that's what we were good at, is catching dogs on the streets. I have myself 10, 15 years of dog behavior studies under me, and a lot of our other volunteers know a lot about dogs and their behavior and just extreme passion, and that combo makes a good team to go out and catch dogs.
Great. How did Duck Team 6 come to be? What's your mission?
Well, how we came to be was we accidentally became organized a few years ago. We had started with one dog that was running down LBJ and jamming up traffic and things like that. And a friend of mine, Richard Hunter, who used to be a radio personality here in Dallas, big animal lover, was trying to catch this one dog and needed some help. So I helped him train one of his dogs. So he called me and said, "Can you help me catch this dog?" Sure, no problem. So I went out there and met one of our other founders of ON, Ibarra, and we started trying to catch this dog, and eventually we caught him, or caught her, and then it just kind of started to, it started to grow a little bit. The word got out, and then we got another call, and then the word got out, and then we got another call to catch a dog out in Oak Cliff, and that's where we met Rekha, which is another one of our founders and current board members as well, and just after that, the word just kept going, getting out, and we would go and do our best to catch these dogs because we have the time, well, theoretically we have the time to dedicate our resources to one dog.
Yeah, because you guys all have full-time careers also.
Yeah, everybody has, most everybody has full-time jobs during the daytime, so a lot of this is, before work, lunch hour, after work, and weekends. And there's no schedule. Unfortunately, a lot of these loose dogs, don't get the memo that we're coming out at 2 o'clock. Please be ready to get caught. So sometimes it's a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's a call at 10 o'clock in the morning before you come out to the ELPO event. Hey, we need to go try and track down some puppies. So it's very hectic. A lot of time it's very chaotic. But we do our best, and we've got an amazing team of volunteers that without them it just wouldn't be possible. These dogs have huge territories that they roam. You could say, oh, this dog will be here at 2 o'clock.
Right.
But the dog could be a mile away, and they just know these territories. We caught a dog, Sophie, who is still out there. We caught her by Fair Park, put her in a crate, put her in an SUV, drove her up to the M Streets where her foster was. Sadly, she got out that night. She really freaked out and got out. The next day, she was 8 miles back where we caught her. I mean, just amazing dogs. So it does take driving the neighborhoods, trying to find these dogs, working with the local residents of the neighborhood, stretching through thorny bushes and mud and under houses and under bridges and in drainage ditches. So it takes quite a bit of effort to get these guys. We won't pull a dog off the street until we know where it's going. Because what we don't want to do is go out and get all these dogs and then warehouse them. Right. Stick them in kennels and stuff like that. And because what happens is people forget about him. Oh, they caught him, he's safe. We don't have to worry about that dog anymore. But a lot of times what we also try to do is work with our local rescues that already exist, like ELPO, where we are today, and hand dogs off to them that could be highly adoptable and can get adopted quickly with dedicated resources. What that does is it frees us up so that we can go back on the streets and catch more dogs. And so that way we can keep the cycle going. We do have dogs in our care. A lot of the dogs that we have take a little longer to adopt because we're actually working with them, putting them through training. We have a behaviorist that goes to foster homes and works with our dogs. She does an amazing job.
Because these dogs are basically living in the wild in an urban environment, so they have to go through a transition period of getting used to humans and getting ready to live in a home with a family.
Yes. And some of them you pick off the street and they're ready to go.
Right.
You know, they're all fantastic dogs, but some of them have the social skill and adaptability where they can just get put on and boom, they're ready to go. We still have a serious problem in Dallas, in the city of Dallas, in regards to loose dogs in the stray population or neighborhood dogs. But I think when we're all working together, all our rescue groups, team up, and hopefully our goal is we're no longer needed. I think that's the goal of every rescue, is to go out of business. And hopefully that's achievable at some point in time.
Well, JP, thank you so much for spending time with us. We
Absolutely.
love all that Duck Team 6 is doing.
Well, thank you. We're very grateful that you're here and invited us. So very thankful.
Thank you very much.
Yep.